Hey guys! So today I will be creating this eye look for you. If you're interested in seeing how I did it, please stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if you have any suggestions or tips for me. I would love to hear them. And let me know what your thoughts are on the Modern Renaissance palette. You know I'm loving it, right? I mean, come on, really? Like, how can you not? Duh. Please stay tuned. Thanks. Bye. Hey, my little chickadees. Okay, so I've already, as you can tell, done my full face. The only thing I haven't done is highlight. I have my soft ochre MAC paint pot for my lids and my Anastasia dip brow for my brows. Excited! I just got this, baby. Here are the colors. It is beautiful. I just got the Anastasia Mario palette a month ago, 2 months ago. When it first came out, I got it and I fell in love with it. So I had been actively not getting this Modern Renaissance palette, and since I seen the quality of that one, I was like, you know what? I'm getting this one. And during the Sephora VIB, it became back in stock. Conveniently back in stock, I should say. So I went ahead and got it, and I'm so happy I did. The shades that I have played with have been amazing quality, blended amazing, and I'm really happy because all of the colors that I had seen online, like these shades right here, try not to blind you. See if I can fold that back. Here we go. So all of like these red shades, when I looked at them online, they look very similar, but in person they are not at all. There's a lot of difference in tone in those shades. This whole side kind of just looked pinky reds, but it's not. It's not. So I was happy. All right, what are we gonna do? Again, this is all new, so you're right here with me. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I know I wanna use these reds. I'm gonna get a little bit of this raw sienna shade on my MAC 224 brush. It's just a fluffy shader brush. I'm gonna go in with just a tiny bit because I can always build it up, but I can't take away as easy. So I'm gonna lay that down right in the crease, and this is gonna be my transition color. This is a darker transition color than I would normally use, but because I want to get that red in there, I don't want it to be too pinky, so I'm laying down this shade first since it is more of a golden tan type color. There is a lot of kick up on when you dip your brush in, there's a lot of kick up, so just be very careful with that you're not getting too much on your brush. Like always, when you have hooded eyes, you want to lay the color down, but then you want to take your brush, tilt it so that you're not placing any more color, you're just blending. So by bringing that up just a little bit above the crease, you can actually see the color. Love Letter. I'm going to use the brush that came with it, and we're just going to see how that blends out with I'm such a rebel. We're just going to see how that blends out. So Love Letter looks like a really, really pink shade. Like, can you see that? And I'm going to put that just below where I just put that raw sienna color and start blending that in there. It's pretty. I don't know if I love this brush. I think I'm going to switch brushes. This one is too big for my tiny little hooded eyes. Blending. Do you guys see how much color there is with just barely dipping that? That's crazy. This is a Sigma E45. It's a tapered crease brush. I'm going to take more of that Love Letter, and I'm just going to use that to pack it right there in the corner. So I'm going to use just the tip of that and really just pack it right in the corner of my eye. And then once I get that packed in there, I will blend it out. This is a Morphe M213. I don't know if this is still available anymore. It's because it's one of their original ones, but it is the tiniest little brush, and it's perfect for us gals that have tiny little hooded eyes. I'm going to take red ochre. I lied. I'm going back to my fluffy brush, and I'm just going to very lightly, like I'm barely touching my eyelid, not my eye. Please don't stick it in your eye. My eyelid with that, and just lightly buffing out that color. Okay, now I'm going to go in with red ochre, which, right here, is this shade right here in the palette. Let me move my other finger so you can tell which one I'm pointing at. This one here is red ochre. It's darker than Love Letter. Love Letter is more of like a rosy red color. This is more of a reddy brown. And I'm just going to place that. So what I want to do is I want to find the corner of my eye, and I'm going to very gently place that in the line that connects. So I'm going to lay the brush with the color and keep it in line with the corner of my eye. So I'm keeping that uplifting shape. And then once I get it packed in there, I'm going to take and get it right in that lash line just a little bit. So there's just kind of like a little mini C, and then I want to bring it up. It's good to do this with your eye open when you're placing it because you can see how far you want to bring it up. Does that make sense? And then I'm going to take that E45 brush from Sigma, and I don't want to bring that down too far. I just want to blend it into the other colors. Taking the side of that Anastasia brush that comes with it, there's a flat side, and I'm going to bring that down, and again with my eye open, sorry if I'm blocking you, again with my eye open, I'm just packing that same red ochre color and keeping that line that I'm creating. So taking that E40 brush, I'm going to take and just really smoke this out. So I'm going to lightly buff this out and down underneath my eye. And I didn't pick up any more product, I'm just using what's already there. Raw Sienna color that we used originally. And I'm just going to lightly bring that in right here. Alright, I'm going to take Tempera, which is a light nude shade, right here. I'm going to use my MAC, I don't know what this is because I've had it so long the numbers have worn off, but it's just a MAC packing brush. And I'm going to lightly go in there and just put that right along my brow bone. And now with no product on this brush, I'm just going to blend that together. Taking this burnt orange color right here, I'm going to use that, again, that tiny little packing brush, and just go right where that red that I blended, that I smoked out, I'm going to blend that in right in the center of my eye underneath. And I'm going to take some of this Tempera color, the very light one, and apply that just on the inner corner and down. That way I'm still getting a smoky effect, but it's more of a gradient smoke. And then I'm going to get some of this Cypress Umber color, which is a really pretty dark brown shade. And using a fluffy, tiny little crease brush, I'm going to just lightly dab that in there and deepen up that crease. And again, I'm doing this with my eyes open so I can gauge the top of my lash line where I want that color to be. So I'm going to take whatever's left on my brush and I'm going to lightly drag that in so I'm creating a crease up higher. Okay, and I'm going to take the brush that came with it and I'm going to very lightly just buff the edge of that out so I don't have a harsh line. Very lightly, like I am barely even touching my eyelid with that brush. Bring that down to the bottom lash line. So let's go with this Bon Fresco, which is like a matte gray purple shade. Not my normal, I'm going different. And I'm gonna pack that right here on the lid. Not all the way to the inner corner, but just basically where that new crease that we created is, right up to that line. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Honestly, I liked it just the way it was. I would have normally probably stopped there on a regular day, but I want to use like every color in this palette, so just going for it. Pretty. These are so pigmented. I love that you have to use just such a tiny bit to really get a good impact. Okay, I'm gonna go Venetian Red because Venetian Red is a bit of a shimmer. And I'm gonna very lightly, whoa, that holy balls, that's pigmented. And drag it right at the top. Dang, that is so pretty. Okay, Venetian Red is freaking gorgeous. Wow, it's freaking gorgeous, people. I'm just smudging it into that a little bit to blend. There's nothing left on my brush, I'm just smoking that line out a little bit. I do notice with that Venetian red, it packs a lot of punch. Like I only used a tiny little bit, but as soon as you start blending it, it does blend away pretty, which is more of a goldy shimmer shade, but I'm gonna go with Vermeer, which is like a champagne pearl color. And I'm gonna apply that just on the inner corner and then just blend those two together. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. I didn't bring the one I usually use, but I'm just gonna swipe that up and flick off any loose I'm gonna use that Cypress Umber, that dark brown shade, just with a flat angled eyeliner brush, and place that right in the lash line. I'm really just trying to get it on the outer lash line. I'm not gonna bring it too far in. You guys, these shadows are really nice. A little bit of mascara, which I forgot. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do that off camera because it's mascara. Well, I don't know what you want to see me do with it.
See that? You see that? Yeah. Happens to the best of us. And you want to throw your mascara across the room.
Poof, like it never happened. So there's my finished look. Have a wonderful night. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Get ready with me, chit chat, see what happens kind of video. Love you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You guys to hopefully wow. I wanted to fudge-sicles. That's not what I wanted to say. You know what I wanted to say. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks so much for watching. Please stay tuned.